Fans are starting to turn on some of the young players for this Toronto Raptors group. And while I certainly agree that things haven't been going that great, at least in the last 2 games of Summer League, it is certainly way too early for a lot of the criticisms and stuff that are being thrown that way. But there's a lot of fire being thrown the way of Masai Ujiri, and I get it. I get the frustrations, the ups and downs of, especially with the Raptors. This is such a crucial time for this team. Summer League, making sure you hit on these draft picks, you hit on these players coming in, and the players you make trades for. Again, the 8 to 10 moves that Bobby Webster has said, get the Raptors back into contention. You have to get these 8 to 10 little moves right. And one of them, the big name that people are going at right now, is Ochai Agbaji, who is a dude that we traded a first-round draft pick for. Again, we got him and Kelly Olynyk, so you could dive into that deal however you want to value the players there. But fans are getting fired up right now. Now, I was planning on dropping this video tomorrow morning, reaction to Summer League, because Team Canada played France, a few hours ago, but this video just has to come out first. Raptors fans are a little bit too riled up about this one right now, and I'm recording this with 5 minutes left to go in the Summer League game, but fans are mad. They are mad with the performance that just went down. There's a moment in this one where it just looked really bad. It was 46-16. I think that's what's in the thumbnail. I don't even know at this point, but this is a bloodbath for the Toronto Raptors facing off against the Miami Heat, and it did not look good from the eye test and everything that's going on. And the first guy that we just have to discuss, have to have a little bit of dialogue about, and it's Ochai Agbaji, who is a player that I'm bullish on as a basketball guy. Have we seen a lot of positives this Summer League in terms of Ochai Agbaji's game? I've seen a couple of nice drives. I want to say his handle has looked solid at times in terms of, his north to south slashing ability, but it's still not something that's going to get you absolutely ramped up and excited, and certainly not in tonight's game. We heard a lot about the revamped jump shot and stuff, but when 0-3 from the three-point line, had 2 points, was a minus 24 in 17 minutes of action. Again, these are stats with 5 minutes left to go in the game, so if the Raptors come back, I just won't upload this video. But, not a good look for Ochai Agbaji, who is a player that, again, the Toronto Raptors traded a first-round pick for last year. Traded one of those. Again, was a super valuable pick? No, but, he was the core piece, right? We probably could have got Kelly Olynyk in free agency, so, it was a move, it was a play, and Ochai Agbaji, still from the eye test, is really good on defense. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Masai Ujiri, I brought it up in some videos, has said, in the closing season press conferences, that he views Ochai Agbaji as a player that could be one of the best defenders in the entire NBA. Now, does everyone see it? No, but Masai Ujiri sees it. So, no, not that everyone. I can see that. I can see that world. I think a lot of Raptors fans do. Does everyone? Probably not, but, that's what Masai Ujiri's quote was. And he really believes in Ochai on the defensive end. There is some three-point shooting potential. And I also want to say, as anyone that's played basketball, whatever level you've played on, if you're thinking about your form, if you're thinking about, coaches tweaking with your jump shot and stuff, you're just not, it takes a while to get used to a form change. The muscle memory has to get built up, all of those types of things. And we know Darko Rajaković has openly spoke about how the front office, or whoever makes these decisions, whatever you want to call them, the coaching staff, are actively adjusting Ochai Agbaji's form right now. So that could be a factor. That could be a reason why the jump shot is looking even worse to where it was in the regular season. But Ochai Agbaji is a guy that wants to be a 3-and-D player in the league. He has to be consistent with that three-point shot. And with his athleticism, with the, intangibles he has, he's going to have some of those slashing games. He's shown flashes of in Summer League, but again, 2 points in a game like this where you're getting smoked, no Gradey Dick, so more of the offense is on you. Right, we want to see more from Ochai Agbaji, and I'm still bullish on the guy, but it's fans are turning. I don't think we should yet, after a couple bad games in Summer League, but it is something that's being brought up and it has to be addressed. But we're not blaming this whole game on Ochai Agbaji, and I do want to give a shout out to Kelowna Ware, who, again, the Raptors didn't have a chance to select him. He was selected before the Toronto Raptors draft pick, but man, would he have been nice? 17 points in this one, 4 steals, 1 block. He's just looking really, really good in Summer League, but that is what it is. I just want to say that's a guy that I think is good at basketball. But no one's really impressing here tonight. I thought from watching the game, I thought Jakob Poeltl was trying to get some stuff going. Had 10 points in this one, was bringing some energy. At least, it's tough to really bring energy in a game where your team is down by a ton of points and you're just getting smoked and stuff. I thought Jakob Poeltl and Chomche were at least trying out there, doing their things. I mean, how many turnovers there for Chomche? That is 5 turnovers. It's rough. But, things weren't looking that great. But outside of those two guys, just not a lot of positives. Battle knocked down a couple threes, which is good to see. 9 points on 3 3-point shots. The jump shots butter. The rest of his game does need some work, especially on the defensive end. Carlson, not that eye pop in there tonight. Jamal Shead is someone I want to discuss. I want to bring up because I love the little things that Jamal Shead does. He shows flashes of Fred VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, these stocky point guards the Toronto Raptors have had. They're a bit undersized, a bit of chip on their shoulder, and really grow. And he's someone that I begged is like the steal for this team, if things work out. But I also made it known, and in the video I recorded, it's coming out tomorrow, Jamal Shead has to get a jump shot. The reason that all that scrappiness, all that stuff about Fred and Kyle works and gets excited is because they are able to space the floor on the offensive end. You can be elite facilitator. You can do a lot of winning plays, as Bobby Webster's come out and said. But if you can't shoot at 6 foot, you are a liability out there on the basketball court. I don't care how good you are at everything else. The defensive player of the year, all that. So Jamal Shead, what I think is going to be his development path is he's going to take this season, and maybe he figures it out in the next 2 months, right? Get that jump shooting percentage rather than in the low 30s to the mid to high 30s. He just has to find that way in the coming months to really become a competent, solid 3-point shooter. If he gets that, if he puts all of his energy, all of his focus on becoming that type of shooter for this team, as again, his jumper isn't busted by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not at the level you need as a 6-foot guard coming to the league. If he just adds that one dimension to his game, everything else is there with Jamal Shead. The playmaking, the defense, the rebound, the hustle, the leadership. I mean, he lost 19 games in college, folks. In 4 years, maybe 5, but a senior season. Everything is there with Jamal Shead, but he needs to add that scoring prowess. Just at least a jump shot, maybe a little bit more finishing in the lane. So, that's kind of the state of Jamal Shead there. Still very high on Jamal, but this is Summer League. It's about development. It's about growth. We're not overreacting here, but even though fans are already turning on this. DJ Carton has looked good in Summer League, but I thought tonight, the box score doesn't even say it's that bad, but DJ Carton, this one, 8 points, 2 fouls, 3 turnovers. Just some rough looking plays out there for DJ Carton tonight. JFL also 2 of 10 from the field. Not having the greatest of performances there at this point. Those are the main guys that Raptors fans are kind of looking at in this one. But holy smokes, to be down 40 to a team, that doesn't have top picks, doesn't have the craziest loaded roster by any stretch of the imagination that might be. I mean, they had some guys playing well, right? Khalil Ware is just, I'm really disappointed we didn't get him. Josh Christopher out there, he's a good basketball player. There's some moments out there. There's some players on this team. Alondas Williams had that nasty dunk the other night, so maybe they're riding that high. But I think I'm going to post this one first over the Team Canada game, and then Team Canada goes out in the morning, because I know how fired up Raptors fans are about this loss and stuff, and we get the negativity out on a Friday night. Probably less people watch this, and then be hyped up and positive, feeling good on a Saturday morning to wake you guys up. So check that video out once it's up there. But folks, you guys have best thing as far as subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. I'm signing out. Cheers.